Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and Ninja Pro Traders. It is Thursday, March the 30th. It's about 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. So, the next 3 to 5 minutes can give you some targets to the upside, targets to the downside, possible areas of consolidation, and then we'll look at some market profile to get an eye on the bigger picture. We'll kind of squeeze this together here a little bit this morning. You can see what we did yesterday and how this market just slowly creeping up. We talked about this yesterday about hitting this 2360 area. It was going to be tough to get through. It actually happened right at the open, or excuse me, right at the close last night, and actually it's feed into the open itself and then right back down. So we actually technically opened at the 57. It moved up into that 60 area that we thought would be pretty tough to get through, and immediately hit the all overnight high at 62.50, and then just slowly right back down to a previous zone where we've got good support, which was yesterday's open. Okay, yesterday's open here at 23.53, and so far we just barely touched this bottom here, so we're just above that zone. So where do we go from here today? Well, we've got oil coming out this morning. That's kind of important, so that's going to affect a few things. But if we can hold this area right in here at the bottom of the zone 53, the buyers keep stepping in, we can push this market right back up. I do expect some more consolidation in this zone as we try to climb back up and get to this high again of 62.50. Now, we talked about market profile, get up into the 70 area is a key thing to do. But right now we're at a pivot point on the market profile that we're running up a big zone right up in here about the 62 area, so that if we don't get through this open area here, this zone through here, that we're gonna be pulling right back down and heading down lower. So the bigger picture today is to look at this, is to keep track of the big picture. Look down. If we fail this area right here and come down, we're going to drop all the way down to the 48 area and then come back up and retest this bottom of this zone at 53. If it fails again, we're going to come back down and we're going to drive all the way down and trail it down to 46 area, push back up, test the middle of this zone around 48.75, and then head straight down to the 40 area. Now, at this low area right here of 48.75, might bleed through just a little bit, but this is a big reversal area. We can come back in with a lot of support from the buyers and drive this market right back up. So you can see there's a lot of variables in today's um, forecast. So be careful with what's going on out there in the world. If we fail right here at the 48 area, obviously we're dropping down to the 40. We've got good support here at 40. We know that. So it might hold in this area and just bounce back up and then start working its way back up to another scenario. All right. But if it fails this zone 42 and comes down to 42 again, we're looking for this to just come down and test a little bit right at the 40, come back up midway between here and there, and um, try to get something established to move to the upside. It's really going to be tough. I'm telling you, the market's going to be a tough one today as we try to make through with some stuff. So if it fails, again, back down to 32s, 20, 33, 28, and you know the scenario by now, for down to the 18, 14, 2300 level. All right, so you got to be cautious with that. Now to the upside, if we break through and we can get up into this part, break over the 24 review up, hit this zone, come back, retest the open again, springboard off it, push off of that, go right to the open, double top up in here at 62.75. We should get a little bit of a pullback as they think about this back to the bottom of the zone. The 60 area needs to hold, key area. If we hold the 60 area, then we're off and we're headed up into this, 66, 68 area. First time up into the 60 to 70 area. Look for this market to retrace a little bit more than normal, maybe even all the way back down to this high of 62.50. But it should only come back to about 66. But like I said, be extra cautious today as this pullback could come right back. This is a real strong area of resistance, and we kind of got a zone we got to get through here. All right. But if we have managed to get through this 70 area, look for it to push on up, come back and retest this area about the bottom, 68, and then drive right back up into the next area. So we could hit highs of 78 today. Don't expect anything higher today, but we could get up into the 81s, and there's 88 after that. We know the scenario after that going up to 2400 is going to be tough. All right. So let's take a look at the market profile real quick at those big numbers again. All right. Let's look at the daily chart first. You see how we've come back up against this zone. This is what I'm talking about. This is that 60 zone. Got to push through it. That is a big zone in here we've got to push through all the way to the 70. So anywhere in here we could fail from here to the 69, 70 area, and this would drive us right back down, take us down to the 50, possibly down to the 61.8 retracement. Okay, got good support down here, but we could also come all the way down to this 22.65 area. Here's where we got really good support. So it could get real ugly real fast. So we've got to be real careful about what's going on. Keep an eye on these major numbers right here at the 34, the 13, okay, and the 93. But if we can break through the 70 area, look for 82s, 91s, then we got to get through this zone all the way back up to the 2400. If you look at a 4-hour chart now, spread this just a little bit, you can see where we've come all the way down here off the 50% off of this one, straight up, okay? And now we're consolidating and looking like we're going to roll over. We're still holding that trend up through here. So we've got to break this and hold the 60 on a continuous contract. This is a continuous contract. Got to hold it. Get right back above here and then drive up into this area. A lot of consolidation in here, but we got to get up to that 70. So if you look left, you can see all that support and resistance in here. Okay. Got to get up to that 70 level, 75 after that, 87 and on up. All right. Don't forget these big numbers. Keep track of them. If you have any questions, contact Frank at tradestalkers.com. And have a great day.